Jonathan with Iron Mind Hypnosis here. And I just wanted to it's been on my mind today after it came up in conversation. But my early one of my early mentors in hypnosis, a man named Jeffery Stephens. And his actual style is quite different from what I usually use to do my work. But wonderful person, and he passed on some years ago. It's a big loss to our field, and certainly a loss to me. But I was just thinking about the lives he changed in his time. Now, certainly, he helped create a lot of hypnotists who went on to help many people. In fact, his style is still being taught by at least one trainer that I know out in Belgium. But my life is different because of this one man's actions, his behavior, his care, the things he did for me. My something I once thought was an impossibility, that is changing the way our bodies work, allergies in particular, with the spoken word. I once considered that an impossibility. Yet my allergy, my biggest, scariest allergy, the one that was always a life-threatening concern for me, is now a shadow of its former self in just a few minutes of his work. And it seemed like fairy tales when he would tell stories of other people that he helped with serious, life-threatening allergies. Come to a place where their body would have little or no allergic reaction. And it all seemed amazing and too good to be true. But my life is now different. There are creatures on this planet which I get to smile at rather than to have a fear reaction towards. I know also that his son shared that he had stopped smoking thanks to his dad. That's another hopefully 10 years of healthy life on the end of his son's life. And the ripple effects of any one person. That's why I bring this up. It's not just that hypnotists leave marks on this world, although that's certainly much of why I've chosen to do this. But other people in your life, in my life, have left marks, done things, created things, lived their life in a way that my life would not be the same if they had not. A number of years back, a couple of friends of mine, we would, as often as we could manage, go and spend basically an entire afternoon till the evening. We might be there for 8 to 10 hours at this gameporium. It was a game library and a little coffee stand sort of thing, and it was fantastic. We spent almost no money, got to play a number of games until we got very tired and would call it a night. The owner of that shop passed away, and the shop was still there. You could still go in, get an Italian soda or any espresso beverage. There were even still the tables and some games there. We came back thus far, and it's been a while. One time since the owner passed. This is a person we did not know. I don't think we ever saw this person, but the place was not the same without them. And it can be easy not to see the impact of your choices on the lives around you. And the choices of the lives around you on your life. But I'd just like to remind you that even if you can't necessarily see the impact you're having, that you are having an impact. The choices you make, the conversations you have, the love you show the people around you, the kindness you show both your friends and random strangers. Sometimes it can seem like these things just evaporate into the ether. And maybe some of them do. But some of them don't. In fact, I think most of them don't. Most of the love you show, the kindness you share, the conversation, the laughs, the smiles, are things that may become hard to measure later. But that does not mean that they become less. In fact, the impact of a smile, of a good day that you share with somebody, propagates. You can smile for someone, and they can smile back at you, so you're better off than you started. And not every person you smile at will smile at another person. The smile can not take the form of another direct smile. And the person can just live their life slightly better for having had a smile on their face for 2 seconds. Some of them will smile at other people. Some of them will be a little bit nicer to someone else, a little bit more patient. Maybe they'll just be a little bit smarter and provide better service or make better decisions in their life. Any of those things are good. But they're really hard to measure. So you don't see in the news that one person walking down a street, they smiled, and it started a chain of 200 people smiling, and for the next month, there was metrics on how much smiling and how much better people were, and the person who smiled at the other person and the other person, and their son got a slightly higher mark in algebra thanks to. You don't see that. That's not what the news is good at reporting. It's more effort than they know how, and it's frankly, it's not bad. But just because it's hard to see does not mean that it's not worth smiling, not worth being patient, not worth being kind, not worth showing, expressing your love, your respect, your high regard to the people in your life, because it is worth doing all of those things. You never know when a chance will be your last chance to say something nice, And you never quite know, although certainly you can get a hint. When somebody really needs, you may have 100 opportunities after, you may see somebody, you may be with them for the rest of your lives, and may they be long and happy. But reach out to the people. Try to bring a smile to the people in your life. You might even discover that people that you weren't quite sure how to connect with have been trying to figure out how to connect with you all along. I hope you have a wonderful day.